Hello and welcome to another video of Eddie Boy. In this video, we'll be studying chapter 6 from class 6 body movements. So let's begin. First of all, let's see what we learn in this chapter. In this chapter, we'll learn human body and its movement, the different types of joints present in the human body with their functions, body structure for different animals, and movement of their body. The joints. Imagine a ball at a wicket. How do you move your hand? Did you just now rotate it and with your shoulders and also moved? Now try to move different parts of your body. What do you observe? You observe that body needs something to move. So that need is joint. So there is a joint in your hands and different part of your body which allows movement. Let's study joints in a nutshell. Types of joints found in human body. So the basic joints found in the human body are ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, hinge joint and fixed joint. So we'll study about each of these joints in this video. Ball and socket joint. In ball and socket joint, there is a ball fixed in a cylinder which allows movement in every direction. Ball and socket joint is found in joint of your shoulder. So basically, in ball and socket joint, there is a cavity in which there is a ball fixed which helps in the movement in every direction. As in your shoulder, you can move your shoulder in every direction. Pivotal joint. A pivotal joint is a Sunwellian joint in which the ends of two bones meet. One end being a central bony slender, the other end being a ring or ring-like structure made of bone and ligament. In other joints, the ring rotates around the slender. The rotation of skull is made possible by pivotal joint. An example of pivotal joint is the joint of the first and second vertebra of neck that allows the head to move back and front. The joint of the wrist that allows the palm of the hand to turn up and turn down is also pivotal joint. So if you look at the joint of your neck, what you will observe? You'll observe the pivotal joint. The pivotal joint is at the place where the backbone of your neck and the joining point of your skull meets. There is a cylinder which allows movement in circular movement or in a semicircular movement. You cannot move your neck back. Now comes the hinge joint. A hinge joint is common class of synovial joint that includes the ankle, elbow and knee joints. Hinge joints are formed between two or more bones where the bones can only move along one axis to flex or extend. What are hinge joints? Elbows, knees, finger joints, toe joints and ankles. So, hinge. Do you remember this word? In a door, you can find a hinge which allows movement only in two directions. So, in the same way, there are hinge joints in a body which allow movement in only two directions. Like your finger, you can move your finger only up and down, not side, because there is a hinge joint in a finger. And in your elbows, knees, etc., you'll find the hinge joint. Now, fixed joint. From the word fixed, you can see that cannot move. So let's study featured snipped from the web. The main function of the joint is to allow both movement and flexibility. Fixed joint permits stability to certain areas of the body, although they do not move. Example of fixed joints include the joint between the bones in the skull and the joint where the radius and ulnar bone meet in the lower arm. So In the fixed joint, there is no movement like the skull and the upper jaw. They are not movable. Only the lower jaw of our body can move. So, the skull and the upper jaw are example of fixed joints. They are joints but not movable joints. Human skeleton. The human skeleton is the internal framework of the human body. It is composed of around 250 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood. After some bones get fused together, the bone's mass in skeleton reaches maximum decently around age 21. So, can you answer why the bones get decreased? We'll wait for your answer in the comment section. So, as you can see on your screen, this is an example of how a human skeleton looks. Parts of human skeleton: bones of hands, bones of legs, pelvic bone, rib cage, skull, backbone, and shoulder bone. The rib cage. The rib cage is the arrangement of ribs attached to vertebra command set in the thorax of the most vertebrae that encloses and protects the hearts and the lungs. So vertebrae are mainly the lines you can see near there. See, these lines are called vertebrae. They are connected to the thorax or the main bone. So basically there are 24 ribs or 12 pairs in the rib cage. These ribs or the rib cage prevent any harm to the lungs and the heart, as they are the most important part of our body. The backbone. The bones, muscle, tendons, and other tissues that reach from the base of the skull to the tailbone. The backbone includes the spinal cord and fluid surrounding the spinal cord, also called spinal column, spine, and vertebra column. As there are ribs in the rib cage, so in this backbone there are spines. This is also called spinal cord because very important nerves pass through this backbone. So backbone prevents any harm to the nerves which pass through it, as they join our body to the brain. The skull. The human skull is the bony structure that forms the head in the human skeleton. It supports the structure of the face and forms a cavity for the brain. Like the skulls of other vertebrae, it protects the brain from injury. The upper areas of cranial bones from cadaver. The muscles. The muscular system is another important organ system consisting of skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscles. So, we need something to move our bones. So, these are the muscles which helps the movement of the body. It also decides the postures and circulates blood through the body. Actually, these are the muscles which helps the bones in the movement by giving them a force to move. The concentration and contraction of muscles help the body to move. Thank you and thanks for watching. We'll come with the next video next time. Thank you.